Hey, good evening and happy New Year's Eve to you all. I am meteorologist Jacob Matthews here to give you the last weather update for 2024. So it looks like winter weather is underway for our area, and well, it looks like the winter weather is not really going to happen until maybe just after the clock strikes midnight. At this point, it looks like we're just dealing with a lot of damp weather, a lot of rain falling near the area, but seems like that rain will eventually transition to snow as temperatures continue to drop. It looks like they're going to drop starting like after midnight. Early in the morning, temperatures may be near 40 degrees, but eventually they'll drop down to the 30s into the start of 2025. So you can already see much of the rain now flowing into Erie. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a break too. Some dry air is trying to filter in and fill in some of the gaps within this low pressure system. So looks like we're dealing with a bit of a dry slot right now, but there's still plenty of rain underway. You can see the rain coming in from northeastern Ohio, mainly widespread, and it's coming in west to east, the general pattern for a lot of weather patterns for our area. But there is a lake effect snow warning issued for Erie, Crawford, Warren, and even Chautauqua counties. Now, all of these warnings are going to be officially in effect by tomorrow, 7 a.m. You can see that for Erie, but not all counties are going to experience the same duration of a lake effect snow warning. Looks like it's going to be longest for Erie as well as Crawford, 7 a.m. Wednesday through 7 p.m. Sunday, January 5th. But for Chautauqua, it looks like it's going to be an hour shorter, 6 p.m. Sunday. That's when the warning is no longer in effect. That's when it expires. And for Warren, even earlier, it looks like the warning expires at 1 p.m. on Sunday. So, according to the National Weather Service, what you should expect with these warnings is not just lake effect snow, but also a lot of blowing snow. We are expecting gusts up to maybe 40 miles per hour within the region. With those wind gusts, a lot of snow could blow from the ground and from the air. Either way, visibilities are likely going to really diminish. If you take a look at the Futurecast, we're going to see exactly how that system will play out. So at first, it looks like we're going to get our first snowflakes maybe really early in the morning, maybe just a few hours after midnight. It's going to be widespread across pretty much all the region by at least 7 a.m., which is when the lake effect snow warning is officially in effect. And it seems like there's a little band of slightly heavy snowfall, maybe some huge flakes. But given that the temperatures are starting off mainly in the mid to upper 40s, I don't expect the snow to really stick very well, but it may blow around quite a bit given the high wind gusts. It looks like that band will eventually be pushed over to Chautauqua County by the afternoon on Wednesday tomorrow, given the westerly winds kicking in. And with these westerly winds, we could also see a bit of drier air trying to flow in too. You can see this little dry slot over near the Midwest, over in Illinois, and you could try and get into Indiana. It's not going to be fully dry for our area, but we could get some of that drier air catching on to the westerly breeze that we are experiencing for Wednesday evening, and that could allow the snow bands to break apart a little. You can kind of see them breaking apart, mainly south and maybe even east of Erie. Now, if we go further into Wednesday night and Thursday morning, it looks like a similar trend, a little band happening south of Erie. It also kind of looks like light snow, too. Maybe we could get some small flakes, but won't change the fact that it's still lake effect snow and that there could still be a lot of blowing snow on the roads. And that's what you need to look out for if you plan on driving tomorrow as well as Thursday. So that's going to be a main concern out on the roads. Blowing snow, reducing visibilities quite a bit. Eventually, those winds are going to slow down very, very briefly. Maybe, I don't know, it doesn't look like they're going to slow down a lot, but maybe just enough for the bands to kind of reorganize near Erie and over in Chautauqua County. And that's going to be for Thursday night through early Friday morning. Now, as for snow totals, so far, hold on, I know there's a graphic somewhere I saved. Did I save it? Let's see, maybe let's use this graphic. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if that's the graphic I want to use, or maybe I can change things up a little. Maybe for the next 48 hours. Oh. Let's see. Okay, this is through Thursday evening. This is actually for snow depth. Let me change that. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, it doesn't look like I have the right snow graphic, unfortunately. But for snowfall amounts, so it looks like given what we've seen from the Futurecast, the snow belts. Let's take a look at the Futurecast again. Yeah, the snow belts could likely be from near Edinburgh or northern Crawford County up to Chautauqua County. So northern Crawford to northeastern Chautauqua County. That will be the main snow belt. And by about tomorrow night, I'd say, I would probably say maybe 4 to 8 inches within the snow belt. I really want to pull up a graphic that I used earlier today, but I can't seem to find it. Oh wait, is this it? Okay, well there's some things that are not updated quite yet, but I feel like this could be the graphic that I was looking for. All right, this should be by tomorrow evening. Yeah, tomorrow evening, and if I could just use a little tool here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, okay, so this was basically what I was talking about. So you can see that the snow belt's really materializing from northern Crawford County up to northeastern Chautauqua County. And this is according to one model's opinion, and it's through at least Wednesday evening. So by Wednesday evening, eventually in the snow belts, you could see 4 to maybe 6 or even more inches of snowfall. I'd say like between 4 and 8 inches, but anywhere outside of that, maybe just 1 to 3. You can kind of see north of I-90, not really a whole lot. It seems like maybe 3 inches along I-90, but anywhere north, maybe just 1 to 3. Same can be said near Meadville, maybe 1 to 3 down there. Warren, not as much, maybe a coating to an inch, if not 2 inches. Now, if we head into, let's see, Thursday morning, yeah, it kind of kicks up a little bit. You can definitely see the snow belt kind of expanding closer to Meadville. So Meadville gets a little bit more, maybe 3 to 4 inches by the end of Thursday. Yeah, 3 to 4 inches for Meadville. Seems like the 4 to 8 inch threshold expands into more of northern Crawford County and even into southeastern Erie County. And it looks like just south of I-90, it could jump up to 4 inches, if not a little bit more. Still generally 1 to 3 inches north of I-90, and Warren could also get 1 to 3 inches total by Thursday night. And that's about as far out as the graphic can go. I wish I could really make it go a little farther out, but unfortunately, I can't really do that right now. Either way, it seems like this system doesn't look like it's going to be as troubling as what we've gotten immediately after Thanksgiving earlier this year. Like the system with Thanksgiving, there wasn't a lot of high winds. It was more of like a band that kind of just stayed in one place, stretching from down to south or northwestern Crawford County all the way up to Chautauqua. It was just this one huge band that was like not going anywhere, dumping a lot of persistent lake effect snow. And with a lack of high winds, yeah, that snow was not really going anywhere. But with the system that we're getting soon by tomorrow, it's going to start off as wet snow, thankfully, given that the temperatures are not going to be that cold. It looks like we're going to start off in the mid to upper 30s. I do have a high temperature graphic for tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. These are the high temperatures predicted for tomorrow. So it's mainly going to be wet snow, and I'm not worried about it sticking on the ground so much. So it doesn't look like snow depth will be much of a problem tomorrow, but with high winds, I would look out for low visibilities due to blowing snow. So it seems like winds are going to be more of a concern with this system, but as the temperatures get colder, that's when the snow is really going to stick on the ground, and that will be for both Thursday and Friday. Now, like I said, by Thursday night, could see 4 to 8 inches or maybe a little bit more in localized areas in the snow belts, and that's stretching from northern Crawford County up to northeastern Chautauqua County. Not going to see as much for Warren or Meadville or even north of I-90. But by then, it's going to stick, given that the temperatures will likely drop below freezing, and I don't imagine the snow depth being as large as the snowfall, maybe an inch or two below. But the snow continues into Friday as well as the weekend. Eventually, it's going to diminish by Sunday. And again, it's mainly going to be light snow getting blown around by high winds. So the main concern will be blowing snow, low visibilities, and that'll make it difficult to drive. Also look for slick spots on the roads and even some ice on the roads building up as well. But I don't imagine there being as much snow as what we got on Black Friday. Not even close. All right. Thursday's high temperature. I do have that printed. I believe low 30s close to Erie, but maybe only the upper 20s in the mountains and inland. Then it's mainly going to be 20s for Friday and into the weekend. So it's gradually getting cooler. And as it gets colder, it's going to be easier for the snow to stick. But again, I don't expect amounts on the ground to be as troubling as what we've gotten immediately after Thanksgiving. All right, so that's a little quick update. So for the start of 2025, yes, we're dealing with lake effect snow, starting off as wet snow. Look out for blowing snow on the roads, low visibilities. That's the main concern for when you're driving. We could see maybe 4 to 8 inches in the snow belts by tomorrow evening, and maybe an additional 1 to 3 inches by Thursday evening. And the lowest accumulations mainly near Meadville and Warren, as well as north of I-90. But the highest accumulations just south of I-90 in Erie County and over in Chautauqua County, at least much of Chautauqua County. I'd say from southwestern Chautauqua County to northeastern Chautauqua County. All right. Well, everyone, have a safe holiday. Have a happy new year. And, well, see you all in 2025. All right. Have a good night, everybody.